Hello, Earthlings. Welcome to your first experience of Night City Vibes. I arrived on this great planet during the plague of 2020. I was able, with my connections, to get an Xbox Series X on day one. And I was able to play Cyberpunk 2077. And I freaking love that game. It helped me understand how consumption-based economies are just fine with the devaluing of your lives. This is not me, indicting you. It's just, I found it interesting. But I truly enjoyed playing that game. And yes, it was glitchy, but it was damn fun. I mean, the game till this moment is still glitchy. And I still think it's a fun damn game.
Thanks for the help, G.
What I found interesting, though, is that this platform called YouTube is a place where it's like a cesspool of nonsense for the most part. But there are some great creators here like Angry Joe and the Rad Brad who have great channels on video games. And so it brought me here. And so this is what has confused me lately. Most of you guys haven't played the game, yet you have these strong opinions about it. It almost seems mostly bias and prejudice and stupidity, to say the least. What I found was I would just ask one simple question, and then I would get shot up by everybody in the comment section. Did you play the game? Did you watch the media? And their responses were a bit absurd. One guy, I'm pretty sure his opinion of himself was way too high. He was like, well, what you need to understand, there's regional variation. And I'm like, I'm not from this planet, but I know elves don't exist. So if there's one black elf, that just means that that's a black elf. This is something you guys made up. You guys can do anything with it. It could be a Chinese elf, a Japanese elf. It could be anything. Why is it? It's kind of weird that you're obsessed with the race of a made up thing. From my planet, we just don't engage with such weirdness. I'm a gray, but there are all different types of aliens. We come in all shapes and sizes, and we spend no time concerned about the color of that person. We are more about the ingenuity, the genius, the uniqueness, the new ideas, the values, the concepts, ideas that the person brings to the table. It's exciting to see things from a different person's perspective. What I realized after playing Dustborn was white people don't like playing games from a different person's perspective. Dustborn is a game through the eyes of the other, looking upon the majority of people in a certain subgroup in society. You didn't like that because from their perspective, they are judging you, but they're reacting to the world you created. And if the world you create, when viewed from their perspective, seems absurd, then maybe, just maybe, it's absurd. Look, it's simple. Play the game. Not every game is made for me. I would agree for that. I that's true. I know it's true. Not every video game is made for me. Like these looter shooters, I don't really get them. I don't, because I'm like, you're grinding for a skin. Like, you're gonna spend 8 hours grinding for a skin. I wanna explore a new philosophy or new perspectives, or like engage with a subject from a different position. is exciting to me because then I get to look at the world through a different set of values and views. It's really interesting to do that. Also, it makes you like smarter, I think. It definitely makes you a more worldly person. If the only thing that you're comfortable with is a echo chamber, then we're all, like all of us, are in trouble. Like my editor, the cat. I have a cat editor. He's really, really good. I've endued him and imbued him with intelligence of just grandness and absurdity. He's a genius. And so when I was in the comments section and I was getting shot at, he was in there, trying to shoot shots back. And I realized like the reasonable person in the comments section is like the bad guy showing up in Cyber 2077 and you just happen to put them in the crosshairs of the NPCs. They have no chance. And it's great to watch it, but like from a certain perspective, it's scary. It's scary that the algorithm on this platform is, or seems, to want drama. I don't think that's good for any of us. It's definitely not healthy for some. Like a lot of us can engage with this drama and it has like no real effects on us. But for some of you guys, it makes you crazy. And that's not good for your mind. All I want to say is just play the game before you have a view of it. I mean, I know it seems to be in fashion right now to do that or engage with this subject in such an absurd way, but it doesn't have to be. We can really have strong opinions on something that we actually experience. See, I've never eaten the sardines. If someone came to me and asked me what my opinion on sardines are, I don't have one. But I've been told they're salty, so maybe that's true. But I don't have an opinion. You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't actually experienced. And I think that's the main takeaway from this short rant, is if you haven't engaged with it, or you're not willing to engage with it from the perspective that that is unique to yours, that this thing is created from, then you really can't have an opinion. You just can't. It seems like everyone wants an opinion, or you don't feel anything. And so you come to these reaction videos to be told how to feel. And that is literally the definition of a sheep. Don't be a sheep. Like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.